Welcome to the Schneider Electric Innovation Summit in Atlanta. My name is Peter Herweck, and I'm here together with Lucien Fogoros, who's the co-founder of the IIoT world, and we're going to be discussing what's new in the market and about augmented reality and so forth. So, Lucien,
Yes.
what are some of the things you'd like to know?
Peter, first off, thank you for having me. So our audience is basically made up of decision makers. So 93% of the people are folks that are coming to our site to learn, to look for guidance on the digital transformation and how they can apply augmented reality. So maybe we should define exactly what your vision is, what your definition of augmented reality in the context of the manufacturing, in particular the small to mid-sized manufacturing,
Yes.
people that the CTO perhaps may be also the owner of the company, so 20
Yes.
people or less.
No, absolutely. So I think with augmented reality, what you do is you blend two things. You're blending the real world and you're blending additional information into the real world. So the person that's using augmented reality, he's going to look at something real, and then in addition to that, into his view, you'll add a data, for example, or you add pictures that he sees in addition to his real view. That's why we're saying augmented reality plus something augmented. So we're trying to make the user or the factory persons more intelligent with the data they get in addition to the reality.
Right, so augmented reality, mixed reality, why is this technology on a rise now?
You see, one of the things that has happened is when 10, 15 years when you would use that, the equipment was just extremely expensive and pretty bulky. Now that this is also moving into the consumer goods and everybody has mobile phones or they have mobile devices or Googles that you can buy for a very reasonable price, this has really entered also into the industrial space where also ruggedized equipment is available. So that's why this is really taking off.
So can you share your vision as to, or some practical application where you can extract the most benefits out of leveraging augmented reality in a small to mid-sized manufacturing?
Yes,
setting?
absolutely. I think there are probably three areas that I see that can help small to medium-sized companies. The same is true for larger ones, but also in small and medium-sized. The first one is in respect to product development. So where people developing a complex product that you can actually look at through the Googles, and you get additional information to it in areas that you may not be able to see with your eyes because they're somewhere behind or at the other side. So the second point that we see is obviously in the manufacturing space, and one of the things that we're showing also here is in respect to maintenance. So when people go out and look at machinery, and they can actually open the cabinet of the machinery without opening it physically, but the augmented reality will allow them to look into the cabinet without opening it. So, and the third area that we see is, of course, in respect to enhancement of safety. There are a lot of hazardous areas where people need to work, and with augmented reality, we can actually give them additional data and help them to do decisions without going into zones of critical safety.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my pleasure, Lucien.